Hello guys, I want to show you something I've been working on for 20 days. It is a VRChat world available for both PC and Quest. Let me show you right here. And you can play with various electronics through this map, and you can experiment with logic gates and create circuits with your friends. It has a 15-player capacity, and as you can see, the map is very lightweight. It only has 812 kilobytes, so it will be a breeze to download this. It's under 1 megabyte. And the graphics in here, as you can see, are pretty rudimentary, but I didn't want to insist too much on this graphics part because I was really focused more on coding. And it started as an experiment to see if I can code a logic gate simulator, but then it spiraled into making a VRChat world for this. And the good part is that you can now enjoy it for free, 24/7. Because if you guys have seen my channel before, you know that I made the bank in Rust, and it had a really intricate circuitry in the back. But the problem was, like, I couldn't share that creation with you, so you couldn't play in there. But now with this VRChat world, you can actually go around here and have fun. Like maybe post some videos if you want to. Right, so like for my audience that doesn't know about VRChat, like if you guys never played it, it's a super lightweight game. You can get it for free on Steam. It's only like, I think it's under 1 gigabyte of disk space. So, and then you can just hop in here. You can play in desktop mode. You don't need VR. Even like the name is kind of misleading. So if you want to find this map, it's called Breadboard Electronics. It looks like this, right? And it'll be available through the community labs in VRChat. All right, so what can you do in here? The map has an interactive part, as you can see here. This is the electronic snap board, on which you can, play with these devices and make circuits. I'll show you that in a second. And it also has an exhibition part, but I won't present this on video. It's like if you come in here, visit the museum, you can read it, you can go through it. Basically, it presents what the gates do and so on, and you can read about it. For example, here, if I want to make a simple switch and light system, I grab a switch, sorry, I didn't want to grab the splitter, but okay. You grab a light, you hook them up, you just click, and then you click like this to toggle the light on. If I get I don't know, logic gate, like an XOR gate, you can read about it in the exhibition part. I can hook it with 2 switches. And yeah, this works in VR too. We tested it. It might be a little finicky, but if you can find a way to, operate it, it's functional. So the idea is functional. It might be a little tricky. Right, so like, see, here I have an XOR gate and I can operate it and so on. So what you can do in here, basically, you can play with the electronic gates you got in here, and you got plenty of them. You even have a full-blown RAM circuit, which actually holds 8 bytes of memory. So that is 64 bits, right? You have a full 4-bit full adder. So basically, this adds numbers together, and more stuff I would like you to explore personally, if you want, of course. Alright guys, so really quickly, one thing we got in the exhibition is this circuit, and by default it comes with these 2 pins disconnected. You gotta connect it, and this is to prevent a bug. And what you get here is a memory cell. Basically, it holds 1 bit of information. As you can see, the light is now on, but if I hit the reset pin, it turns it off, right? And if I hit this set pin, it sets it on, and it not only that it sets it on, it stays on, right? So it actually remembers a bit, the answer to a yes or no question, right? So if you stack many of these together, you get a RAM chip, right? And you can find out more in the exhibition. So that's just a small taste of what you're gonna get around here. All right, so quick disclaimer, the way it works is by simulating all the circuitry, whatever, on everyone's computer or headset. So it's being simulated separately, but there are some components which are being networked, which are being synchronized. Okay, so if you place a switch somewhere, when you connect or disconnect something, let's say I unhook this pin, there will be a box. It'll be green, so you know which one is your box. Every player will have one. And for example, here I unhooked pin number 1152, right? If I hook it back to this one, it'll say that I hooked 1152 to 147, right? So everything I do here that matters to the simulation is being synchronized. So if I switch the switch on, I'll do a S151. So 51 is the number of the switch, and I switched it on because that is S1, so like a switch on, If I switch it off, it'll say switch 0, 51. So if I switch this one on, it'll be like S1, so switch on, 50. So this is ID 50, and so on, right? So like I don't need to synchronize this light, because if the switches, the inputs are synchronized, the light will be, synchronized naturally. And for the RAM chip, or if we get a memory cell like this one, the internal state of memory chips is synchronized correctly. So if you want to make like a computer, if you have friends that join later, or even if they're with you in the session, hopefully, if there are not any bugs, you will be able to play together and see the same thing. This is pretty, early access, I would say. I mean, it's not perfect. There are still bugs. There are many limitations with VRChat. I had to overcome some stuff, but as far as test went, it kind of works. Sometimes it might glitch out. You might want to reset the world, but for the most part, if you don't stress it too much, it should work. Alright guys, if you want to help me make more videos and find motivation for this kind of stuff, I would be glad to make more stuff like this. I am asking for you to subscribe if you want, if you like this content. Why not? I will not spam you with videos, hopefully. And if you want to help me even more, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/Spelso. Link is in the description. Alright guys, I hope that sums it up, and I hope to see you around in the museum. Again, you can find it at Breadboard Electronics in VRChat. If you see me around, we can, have a chat, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you find it interesting, and I hope you will leave me your thoughts in the comments, because each time I see a comment from you guys, it's just very it's an awesome experience. What can I say?